in 4-3. Guys, keep your comments coming. I can see some of them here already. We will take as many of them as possible. Ayomide comes again and says, we shouldn't have been in this dilemma from the beginning. NFF had months to prepare for this, and they fumbled it. From the Under-20 World Cup to failing to qualify in the Under-17 World Cup. Well, China, definitely when you have such failures, quite a number of football fans will be angry. Blames will be thrown left, right, and center. Ayomide says it's the NFF. What say you? How did we get to this mess this evening that culminated in our exit tonight?
How do we get to this mess, right?
Yes.
What's the word? I'm looking for the right word. When you have too many coaches in one qualifying series, there's a word for it, but we actually had four coaches. And the last time we had something close was during the run down to France '98, where we had between the first qualifying game to the World Cup proper, we had about. We started with Shaibu Amodu. Amodu was sacked. We brought in Philip Tuesday. Philip Tuesday qualified us for the World Cup. We said it was not good enough. They were now brought in Monday Sinclair. Monday Sinclair had 2 matches with the team. Then eventually Bora Milutinovic took us to the World Cup. But that 4 coaches in one qualifying round, in one qualifying series. I think that was just too bad, and that's because of for the first coach, Pesero. He had done the first 2 games where he drew against the weakest teams in the group, Lesotho at home and Zimbabwe away. The same Pesero took us to the AFCON final, which I thought a lot of us did not like the way the Super Eagles played at the AFCON, but he got us to the final. He got us to the final, which for me was not bad. But we failed to renew his contract, and that was how he left. Then we brought in Finidi George. Finidi drew at home to South Africa and lost away to Benin Republic. Again, no Victor Osimhen in these 2 games. And then the issue of, do we bring in a foreign coach? What happens to Finidi? So he resigned, and they bring in Eric Schell. But before then, Ikwerreman comes in and plays 6 AFCON qualifiers and leaves after the AFCON qualifiers. Then Schell comes and continues with the World Cup qualifiers. So 4 coaches in that race. I think that does a lot to destabilize the team, because each coach comes with his own school of thought and his own ideas. Now, first things first, and let's not talk about this. If we have any honor in Nigeria, every single member of the executive committee of the Nigeria Football Federation to commit what the Japanese call harakiri or seppuku, when you're disgraced and you fall on your sword to avoid the public disgrace. So they need to do it tonight or tomorrow morning. Resign. I mean, it's not going to happen because it's Nigeria, but they need to do it, because you cannot not go for 2 World Cups consecutively and you raise your shoulder and say, I'm a member of the board of the Nigeria Football Federation. Who cares? When you cannot achieve the basic thing. We're not going to win the World Cup. We know. But get us there. Get us there. So, because the mess started with them. So I believe that they should commit a harakiri tonight and fall on their swords by resigning. But we know it's just wishful thinking. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.